Hey everybody, this is Josh Valencia from Good Break Studios. Be sure to follow us at Good Break Studio and check us out at www.goodbreakstudios.com. Today we're going to be looking at the Isotope Nectar 2 plugin. It's a pretty cool plugin, heard a bunch of great things, and I just wanted to check it out for myself. So first off, this is just a general singer-songwriter track. It's basically a demo I got. We do demos up here in Nashville. They're kind of a big deal, kind of how everyone gets their foot in the door and gets that big record label to notice them and they go on and do their thing. So us lowly engineers need to find a good way to get them sounding as good as we can and as cost effectively as we can, and this plugin is pretty reasonable for everything you get in it. I'm going to go ahead and play the track without any plugins engaged. All I have is the acoustic guitar track. The acoustic guitar just has a little bit of EQ and is thrown into a room and has a decapitator on it, but yeah, that bus 1 and 2 is actually shooting it out into a reverb. So let's go ahead and listen to that. For the vocal, it's just plain Jane, nothing else is on it. Nectar's not engaged, and the bus to send it to the reverb isn't engaged either. So let's give that a listen.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack and lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Life's a map, throw a dart.
Okay, so Sarah, again, awesome singer. The chain we used on her was a U87 into the Day King Mic Pre 500. Let's go ahead and give it a listen with the plugin engaged. I have the Contemporary and Swift harmonized. If we just give a gander here, they have a buttload of presets, anything from alternative to indie, all different genres. I'm just using the country because we're in Nashville and why not. I'm using the Contemporary and Swift, like I said, based off what I'm assuming is a Taylor Swift sound, a little poppier. And there's also the famous harmonizer is engaged, so we'll take a look at that in a second. Let's go ahead and give it a listen.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack and lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Life's a map, throw a dart.
So yeah, that was interesting. It's pretty cool, I guess. Nothing like a lot of these stock plugins. Like a lot of these presets, you're not getting a ton of accuracy when it comes to an EQ. An EQ is really dependent on the microphone, the singer, and the preamp. So that whole chain is basically leading into this EQ. Odds are they got it wrong because, like I said before, it's not meant for everybody. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I think that this vocal part needs. I'm gonna go ahead and just boost a little bit of the highs, make it a tad bit thinner.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack and lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Life's a map, throw a dart.
Okay.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack and lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Life's a map, throw a dart.
So there you go. That I feel like that EQ does a little bit better. That little bump up here in the 10K is kind of like a little bit of my air boost. And then I kind of just lifted everything above with this shelf up here. You guys saw me do that in real time, so it's not that big a deal. So if we were just to look at everything from, so we started off with the EQ, we're going to move down to the compressor section. It's a pretty much standard compressor. It is doing it in parallel here, so we are getting a blend of the compressed signal. So there you go. It's in parallel mode, like the little box says. It is a little tight, but if you look up here at the edit, there is a crossfade here. So, and I guess while we were cutting this, she had a little more enthusiasm in that last part, and it is a little louder if you can't tell, judging by the waveforms. But this will actually get it evened out to where it seems it seems seamless. The gate we actually don't have engaged. I'm actually not a huge fan on gates with vocals, so I'm gonna go ahead and not use that, and it wasn't engaged, so boom, there you go. The DS is pretty cool. Pretty cool, really cool. And just DS's, nothing crazy. This is the overview mode. We're gonna go ahead into the advanced in a second. Saturation, you get a little bit, saturation like you would with a decapitator or anything else. It's the Isotope brand, so it is good. Not as irregular or just like truly analog sounding as the Sound Toy stuff, But in terms of bang for your buck, you really can't do much better than this. It's a really smooth harmonic distortion you get with the saturation section. And then the harmony, that's pretty cool. Kind of a unique sound, not necessarily perfect, but we'll go into the details and figure that out. And then you could do pitch shifting. The reverb is in there. I'm gonna go ahead and dial that down. Let's go ahead and deal with that right now.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky card.
Okay, I could deal with that a little bit better. It was a little wild up there at 11. So let's go ahead and dive into this advanced section. Again, does your standard pitch, kind of like the one in Logic that for some reason Pro Tools doesn't come with. It does it in terms of speed. You just set the key, which there's actually a key smart detection deal, which is actually pretty cool. I really like it. And that'll get you squared away in terms of the key if you're not entirely sure. Dial it in. It'll do its tuning business. You're all set to go. There's the FX. If you want legit distortion, there's a decimate, kind of like the like this knob and decapitator. The Punish, that's pretty sweet. They have their own. It's called decimate. Then you have your modulate, which is kind of your chorus flanger, repeat, kind of like your delay deal, and then you can kind of put them in parallel or in series, which is kind of cool. Hosting to sync it up with Pro Tools, pretty cool. Gate, really can't get any more simple. It's a gate. Boom, there you go. Saturation, you got your different types. You got your curves, so you can kind of EQ it up. Let's go ahead and give those a listen and see if we hear anything crazy. I'll go ahead and fiddle with it just so we give it a good listen.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart.
Let's go ahead and solo the vocal.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards.
This saturation deal is actually pretty subtle. Even at, I have it dimed. It is still pretty subtle, so again, not totally sure of its benefits there, but you do get some solid harmonic excitation, which I'm always down for. That sounds naughty. Anyway, let's jump into the EQ. Boom, it's an EQ that you could grab. That's cool. Kind of what an EQ is. It works. Nothing kind of, no frills here. But it sounds good. Works for me. I like it. You go ahead and get all your different, types of shelves, high passes, and all that. Well, that looks cool. What's that? I don't know. I have to check that out. That looks neat. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. That's kind of difficult. Anyway, let's jump at the compressor. You get two compressors. That's neat. You could change it from your solid state, digital, warm optical, and vintage, which is neat. Getting all your different types of compressors in here. I chose the solid state. You could do optical, get a little bit of a 2A, a little bit more mushy. Let's go ahead and just channel through those.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Life's a map, throw a dart.
I actually like the optical quite a bit. The knee's a little softer, and I like it. The de-esser, again, no frills. I love the way that Isotope does their dynamics. Everything kind of makes sense the way it's laid out. Huge fan. Let's go ahead and check out what it's doing.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Give me that strip in Vegas.
So you could really hear that it is working, doing its thing, taking out those S's. I'm a huge fan. I'm going to go ahead and put it down where it was. I'm from around 53. Boom. I probably got that wrong, but it works for me. Let's jump into the harmony section. This is actually cool. This is a lot of fun. I did the smart detection key thingy, which is neat. So just hit that.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards.
You have to stop it or else it'll start freaking out. It is G minor, but again, you have to stop it at the right time. It's kind of like a little game. Once you get it squared off, you figure it out, punch it in here, then you get super fun times with this harmony business. So let's go ahead and just mess with it. You can do MIDI control, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to do the solo voices and let it do its thing. Let's go ahead and listen.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart.
So this is actually kind of the crown jewel of this whole thing. It is a great suite, but this harmonizer is legit. Again, if basically the singer's the orange dot, the harmonies are either to the left, to the right, or further from the source, being the person singing, and it actually sounds really good. For some reason, I was not expecting that. I was really pleasantly surprised. So, call me skeptical, but they really outdid themselves with this one. Again, super clean interface. You got your EQ so you could cue it up. But they did a really sweet job with getting this to work right. I'm thoroughly impressed. Delays are delays. They do what they do. You got your different types. You can sync it up to the host, kind of your thing. I believe this trash is a more of a distortion you could get in the repeats and all that. Pretty cool. Look at the reverb. Again, super bare bones. I love it. You really can't go wrong with this stuff. And actually, it sounds really cool. Isotope has their own reverb in their mastering plugin, and that has a few more presets, but this one is just pretty straightforward. It is what it is, and it sounds how it sounds, and it's damn good. Let's give it a listen.
Give me that strip in Vegas, blackjack, lucky cards. Find a map, throw a dart. Life's a map, throw a dart.
So all in all, not necessarily my go-to. I do have a couple of EQs I like, couple compressors I'd rather use, but in terms of harmony and reverb in one plugin, dude, you're not doing much better than this. This is actually a really, really cool suite. And let's say you don't have a bunch of EQ plugins, a bunch of compressors that you could, pick and choose from. Let's say you haven't developed a favorite yet and you're just getting into this game we call engineering. I definitely get in on this. Just by looking at the overview, bam, you got a whole bunch of stuff to fiddle with. Oh, I'm running out of ideas. Psych, I have like 10 billion presets. This is crazy. So go ahead, check out Nectar 2 by Isotope. Check out Melissa Miller and Sarah Spencer, their song Throw a Dart. And I hope you guys check us out soon. Have a good one. See ya.